Good morning. Happy Friday to everyone who's attending today. My name is Tiffany Tarr, and I work here with Distributor Central, and I really appreciate everyone taking the time to join our webinar this morning on niche websites. Today's session is it's not going to be very long. It's really focused around around doing a niche website for markets or current climates that the country is in, and we've started that project with a website template that's really focused around PPE products that are available and ready to sell, work at home ideas, ideas for working for kids, doing homeschooling, and also companies that are takeout or carrier delivery kinds of companies. So we've really worked with our suppliers to curate a set of product information that fits the climate, and then we put together a website template that a distributor in just a couple of minutes really can get going and start to use that curated set of products to start marketing those types of products that are available now for purchase to their customer list. So today's session will probably be just about 20 minutes long maybe, and we're going to walk through that process and where you can find some of those resources for creating niche markets or creating content on your website that is niche market related. Again, my name is Tiffany Tarr. My contact information is up on the screen. Today's session really won't get into kind of the fundamentals of Distributor Central, but just in case you are on this webinar and you don't have a Distributor Central account, everything that we do for distributors, we do it at no cost. So everything that we talk about today is available to you as a distributor at no cost. I don't have a cost structure for distributors to pay for any of these tools that we're going to talk about today. DC is a complete product research solution as well as a contact management and order processing system in addition to a website platform. And we're really going to be focusing in on that website piece of it today. If you are a distributor that has a domain name, we will host that domain for you at no cost. If you're a distributor that doesn't have a domain, Distributor Central will provide you a holder domain that you can use and create a subdomain on an extension of dcpromosite.com. So there's many ways that you could use the content today that we're going to talk about, either on an existing website or creating a new website or creating a website that you're purchasing a domain name from. Where some of this content came from is over the last few weeks, we had an influx of distributors calling in wanting to create catalogs that were pertinent for what their customers were asking for. And we realized that we could probably create these catalogs for distributors at a more massive level and then provide it to our entire customer base a lot quicker than distributors building them out themselves. So that's kind of where all this started from. We're going to jump into today's session. Today's session is being recorded, so if you're on today's webinar and you want to watch it again or you've got questions, we're recording all of this content today and we'll make sure to send it out as soon as the session is over. There are several webinars on our website that you can also attend that would be an extension of what we're going to talk about today. There's also resources on distributorcentral.com for you to use, and you'll start to see more of these resources in this area. It's distributorcentral.com and /graphics. We have been putting together graphic bundles, social media graphics that you can use to update an existing website or to use on your social media platforms. So you'll start to see more of this content through webinars, through website templates, and then also on distributorcentral.com /graphics. So if you're on here and you need some of those, they're all in a zip file and you can download some of those graphics. And there's also an additional link to more of those training sessions. So we're going to get started and I'm going to jump into Distributor Central. Again, if you don't have a Distributor Central account, you just need to go to distributorcentral.com and register. And we'll make sure to get you one or get you your updated usernames and passwords. Distributor Central, when you log into the system, you're going to see our dashboard. This is where you can start searching for products, searching catalogs. So these aren't things we're necessarily going to talk a lot about today, but that's what this interface is showing you. Where we're going to talk today is here in the websites and then Hosting Manager. Distributor Central has lots of website templates. And if you've not taken a look at some of these website templates in a while, we're creating new ones all the time. There's company store templates, and we've got training sessions on how to do those. We've got templates that are all encompassing. So if you're going to create a website just for your company, you can do that as well. What we're going to focus on today is this website template that is around our healthcare heroes in this PPE template. I'm going to go back to the hosting manager. So that's where you can preview what templates are out there and available. But I'm going to go ahead and get started. All I have to do to create a website that's niche marketed for healthcare or for work at home ideas, all I have to do is click add new website. And this functionality works on all of our templates as well. So all of our templates have this wizard that you can use to get a website up and running. All you need to do is click use this template, and it's going to initiate the wizard. When I do that, it's going to ask me for a site name. If you're going to use Distributor Central's holder domain, which is dcpromosite.com, all you would need to do is give your site a name. And so if I were really going to create this site and market it, my website URL would be tiffanyhealthproducts.dcpromosite.com. You're going to create it this way anyway. However, you don't have to use that holder site. You can purchase a domain from a registrar like GoDaddy or I think Network Solutions, and we will host that domain for you at no cost. We just don't sell domains. But you could go out and purchase a domain name, and in the website manager will host that domain name for you, and no one would ever see that .dcpromosite.com. Again, as we're walking through this stuff today, use the chat functionality to send in any questions that you might have, and I'll make sure to answer those as we move through this content. So once I've created a site name, all I have to do from here is select File. And then from here, what I would do is I would go and find the logo for my company that I want to use. In this case, I'm going to choose this logo right here from my desktop. I'm going to open it, and it's going to give me a preview of my logo. And now it's all uploaded. And then from there, I'll just click one more step. Here is a preview of what that logo is going to look like, the web address that it's going to be associated with as I'm creating it. And I would just click create my website. I'm going to view my new website. And here is the website template with my logo and my contact information already built onto it. From here, I could use this as an extension of an existing website. If I wanted to embed it or add it as a page to a website, I could do that. If I wanted to, again, get a domain name and change this domain name so it doesn't ever say dcpromosite.com, I could do that. Or I could use this as just a standalone marketing piece and create marketing content to my customers to direct them to my new website that is centered around healthcare heroes, healthy habits, work at home essentials. And when my customers looking at this website, when they start to drill into the product content, they'll start to find products that have been curated from Distributor Central and from suppliers that we know are open and that can produce products. They'll start to see those products that are available. Distributor Central will host as many websites as you want. So if you already have a website on Distributor Central and you want to create an additional one or an extension of one, you can do that and use as many of the templates as you need to. Let me go back to the home page here. And these slider bars are just going to slide through the different product content. And each one of these slider bars will direct your customer to a curated set of products that fits that section of the website. I'm going to, on the bottom of the footer of this website, you're going to see some social media buttons. These buttons are there and they're ready for you to use, but let's just say you want to change some of the content, either in the header or the footer, or you don't want your mailing address on the website and you want to make some edits. Where you can do that, we've tried to make the website editor as easy as possible. It's on a block system, so it's building upon each other. So if I click edit my website, it's going to open up the back end of the website and allow me to start making adjustments to any of the areas of the content. As I'm doing that, let's just say, for example, I want to change, I don't want my contact information at the bottom of this footer. I'm going to move it, or I work at home and I don't need that. I can delete this information and not have my contact information in the footer. Or if I'm looking at these and these social media links, they're just kind of holder positions right now, but I can drill in without having to get into the side block content over here on the left-hand side. Any section of the website I want to make adjustments to, if I just double click into that section, it's going to open up the back-end content of it and allow me to make changes. So let's just say I don't have a Twitter, so I don't need the Twitter image. And then if you're going to use Facebook share links, and you can do that through your preferences, and we'll take a look at that real quickly. But if you want to use Facebook share links, or you want to be your customers or you to be able to share to Instagram or your email address, you can make adjustments to these links so that you can share content via social media from your website and then direct your customers back to your website. Let's just say that you created one of these templates and you used an image, and now you don't want to use that image because you've created a new one, or you want to use you've updated the colors or something. All I need to do to do that is I just double clicked into where that image was located. All I have to do is change the image and upload a new image to my content library. See if I can find another image really quickly. So I would just take a new image from my desktop, upload it to my content library. And now that I've done that, that logo is now available. I'm going to close this. I didn't even need to close that. I could have just done it from here. So now I want to change out the logo. I've chosen another logo, and now I'm done. And without really very much effort, I can make adjustments to the website. So what this website is it's a curated set of products that allows you to target a specific market. If you are using this template or using really any of our templates and you want to add content, this functionality would really work the same whether you're using this template or not. When you're using this template, the only product content that is on there is that curated set of products. We just called that product catalog. COVID-19. But if you wanted to create more products on this website outside of what we've curated, all you would need to do is you could add a new catalog. If you wanted to add the entire Distributor Central product content to that, you could do that there. We've also got a top sellers catalog that you could add to it. And all you have to do is click add additional catalogs. And the website will update with more products outside of that curated set of information. Also, you could do a search inside Distributor Central and create a custom catalog from the search from inside of Distributor Central as well. And again, if there's any questions as we're walking through some of this stuff, please let me know. Once you've got your website where you want it and you're done, you would just save it. You can always live preview the website as you're working through any changes. A couple other things I would take a look at is each Distributor Central entire website platform is mobile responsive. So if you want to see your customer experience on a phone or on a tablet or on a smaller computer or on a larger monitor, you can change the view so that you can see the exact same experience that your customer is going to see as they look at your website. Each website on Distributor Central is going to automatically conform to whatever device that your customer is looking at it on. If there is information, or maybe you don't want your search bar to be available on a mobile device, you feel like it's too much, you can turn different sections of your website down to not display on specific devices. I'm going to go ahead and save that. And so I feel like I'm ready to go. But one of the things we talked a little bit about was those social media links. In your account, I'm going to go back into where all this is located. But in your account, some of the things that I might take a look at are your preferences. You can add payment gateways to your website solution. And where you would do that is under your payment and your payment setup. Distributor Central we're not a payment gateway. However, you can integrate your payment gateway to your Distributor Central website. Where you would be able to do that is here. There's integrations with Stripe, with Authorize.net, PayPal. So you'll be able to choose the type of payment that you want to accept on your website, or if you don't want to accept on your website, or if you don't want to accept payments at all, you don't have to do that either. But this is where you would make some of those decisions. I would also take a look at your preferences, and your account preferences and your website preferences is where you're going to be able to make some decisions in regards to if you want each one of your websites to perform a little bit differently, or if you want to be notified by specific email addresses, if there is a new customer or those types of things on your website. But I would definitely take a look through all of these preferences to make sure that your website's functioning the way that you want it to function. There was a couple of questions we'll go ahead and address. You mentioned they're loaded with vendors that are open. Is that a general statement? A vendor is active on VC. So what I mean by that is most vendors are open and they're responding to emails, but especially in those healthcare types of products, we wanted to make sure that they could ship. And because this is such a niche website and you're going to be really targeting people right now, that their manufacturing facilities are open and ready to go. You cannot add products necessarily to that COVID-19 template. That's a catalog that's being managed on Distributor Central's end. However, you can create your own products to fill in that you can either create your own, or you can find additional products from Distributor Central search to add into that area. Or if you wanted to give us a list or some suggested products, we would set that up for you as well. And we would set it up in that global catalog. If you wanted to use that template, but you wanted to curate or customize your own products, you don't have to use that catalog that we created. You could remove it from the website and you could create your own catalog or your own custom products. We did that because we were just getting so many phone calls from distributors that were needing a quick way to be able to do that we went through and curated and made some calls and made sure products fit those product segments and built that catalog as a universal catalog. You could also use that catalog on an existing website. Same process. You would just go into your website editor. And in your website editor, you wouldn't see this catalog. You'd probably have the all products catalog or the top sellers. But then you could just add a catalog and choose this catalog and add it to an existing website so that you could create another page on your website that was targeted around those items. There was a question in regards to how many templates you can use with your domain. You can use your domain as a subdomain, and we see distributors do that all the time. We'll see distributors that will go out and purchase a domain. Maybe it's totally products or totally promotional items, and then they'll use that domain to subdomain product segments. So maybe if I went out and purchased Tiffany's promo products, I might create healthcare.tiffanypromoproducts.com. I might create tote bags, or I might create real estate ideas, and then use a subdomain to extend the usage of the domain that I've already purchased. And you can do that as many times as you want to on your Distributor Central website platform, and create as many product segments as you wanted and create targeted websites for those product segments. If you wanted to, there was a question in regards to using your company's logos, maybe a customer that you're working with. If you wanted to do that, you would need to use what we call a fulfillment account and copy those products over and change out the image to accommodate for your customer's logo being placed on those products. And I can send out some information on what that fulfillment process looks like and the directions on how to do that. But you could still use the template and then create additional products or custom products that way. I think that that's all of the questions so far, but if anybody has any more questions, please send those in. But today's session was really just focused around taking this template and very easily and quickly being able to place your logo on it, place your content information, place your social media content information on that website, and then be able to use it to market to your customers. And you could do that by adding it as an additional tab or page on your website. You could use the domain and then market it to your customers. Nurses Week is coming up, I think May 6th. Or if you don't want to purchase a domain name, you could still use this template and create the website and use Distributor Central's holder domain. And you can do that. Everything that we do in regards to website hosting and using this platform and these templates is 100% free to you as a distributor. If you need more help, we've got a program in place where if you email info@distributorcentral.com with your logo, our team will actually help set that up. If you don't feel comfortable adding your logo to the website, if you email that information into our team, we will take the logo and update it to the website and help you get it started. Are there any other questions that I can answer about using that healthcare or COVID-19 template? You'll start to see more of these website templates in your accounts that are more niche and target marketed. You'll also start to see Distributor Central come out with additional catalogs they're curated and kind of focused down to specific markets. You don't have to use them, but we're trying to make this easier and quicker for distributors to do, even in the future. In the future, when you're busy selling, sometimes you don't have the time or don't have the time to dedicate to start doing those types of things. So we're going to make that easier for distributors moving forward by creating niche and targeted market websites and targeted subsets of products that you could easily use on an existing website. I appreciate everyone attending today. I'll stay on for a few more minutes and answer any additional questions. And I'll do anything that we can help with. If you come up with a question out after the webinar is over, please feel free to reach out to me. My email address is up there, as well as our information or our support line phone number. And our team is ready and ready to help anybody that we can get a website up and going.